We're Caroline and Ian, a British couple who've given up work, sold the house, given away their possessions and are now on a full life van tour.
So come and join us as we travel Europe and see how Christian faith and van life work together on a wing and a prayer. Mwah.
Oh wow, it's been a hot one today, hasn't it, Mr. A?
It certainly has. 28.
I thought it was 28, yeah. So we were so hot and sweaty and desperate, we've actually come up to the top of a hill above a town called Metz, and it's very much more cooler up here, isn't it? It's lovely.
Taking a walk through the woods with Delilah.
It's nearly 7 o'clock at night. It's still warm, but at least it's safe for the dog, and I'll just walk in through. Beautiful woodlands. And there's a little girl in the shade. We've come out from the woods and this is the view. So there's some paragliders over there, and then all the fields have been cut. It's just a beautiful, beautiful evening. Is along the way we'd stop for a cup of tea, and then I'll click a button that says attractions near me or points of interest near me. So we stopped in one lay-by, and just 2 minutes down the road is this little park, and it's got the promise of an abandoned village and a large fountain and German trenches. So we're going to go and have a look and see what we can find. We're actually in the back of Beyond, and we've come across this, a 24-hour local shop, and it sells all the local delicacies. So we've got what's out at the moment: asparagus spears, their own wine, cheeses, meats, milk, salmon, strawberries and cream, and all you need to do is come and put your money in, choose what you want, and then the refrigerated door opens. What a fantastic idea! And even though the doors are shut, I can still smell the strawberries through the doors. So this place just gets better and better. Next to all your fresh produce, you've got a baguette machine. Next to the baguette machine, you've got a 3-minute pizza franchise. You've got lockers to get your Amazon stuff delivered, and snacks and pop. What a clever, clever little village. There's the church behind. So milk was £1.30, milk and cheese was £4, a baguette is £1, and a pizza is, how much do you think a pizza is, Ian?
Depends on what you want. 10 different types of pizzas.
10 choices of pizza from this little machine.
They are. They've got all the ingredients on you. You can bring it to you in a box. How's that?
Oh, smashing. I've just stepped into the local church. It's really cool. Very, very peaceful. It looks like a well-used church. You can see lots of artwork around the sides and things for children. Sure what that is. It looks like a visual aid for perhaps Easter. It's a bit late to still be here after Easter. Army trucks, modern day army trucks. Oh, there's a convoy actually, and they're passing a memorial of the First World War, and they've used shells to actually make the fencing. We're definitely in France. This is the local Boules Court on our park up, and it's a park up near a canal bank, and this municipality has segregated a few areas for camper cars and even got some camper car facilities. You do pay for them. It's a couple of euros for water and to dump your waste. But beautiful leafy green walks along a canal bank. This is another designated area. We're going for a walk down the canal.
In this little quaint town that we're in, they've come out with a cracking idea, and it's this, and it is a motorhome dump station, but it can also park for the night if you want electric. And as you can see, they've got the waste, getting rid of your grey waste, and what you do is you put in this machine a code, and the code will then open up whatever services that you go for. So they've got drinking water, wastewater, there's a place to dump your other stuff, which we, obviously we won't say. There's a button to press for your electric, push to get rid of your water, and the way that you get your ticket is quite interesting actually, because what you do is you come to this little machine at the side here, and you put in all your various different details, all in different countries and all in different languages. So you pick your language, obviously, decide what you want, whether you want electric, water or any of the amenities there, put your card in, gives you the code, and then you put the code into the machine and away you go. But not only have we got these two spaces here for parking, but where Caroline was showing you near the bridge, there's one van in there now. They've got spaces for 5 vans, and so How fantastic is that? Seems to have worked it all out lovely. Thank you, France.
A common theme of these old villages is the wash house, and this one has been restored, and it's probably the prettiest that we've seen. And what they've done is they've made it up like it would have looked. So in here you'd have the running water, scrubbing boards, and then they've covered it on the outside with all these flowers. Oh, I absolutely love the French. So we've just got to a bridge that says 3.5 tons. We're 4.5 tons. So we stopped at it and we're looking and wondering, should we go across? A little old man's come out of his house. He goes, yes, yes, go across. This chap has stopped as well, asked us where we're going to. It is Reims where we're going, which is a city 80 kilometres away. And he's just said, follow me.
This could be a long drive.
So we're not sure whether he's actually taking us out of this residential area to the main road, or whether we're meant to follow him 80 kilometres to Reims. But I sure hope he's got a bottle of water with him. It's boiling out there.
This is really weird stuff. It's the water, and it's got this algae stuff in it, and this is along the canal at, now then I'm going to give you 3 names because we haven't decided which one it is. It's either Reims or Reims, and I'll put the name of it and we're actually staying on a campsite or staying in the car park tonight, just where that football stadium is. But the only problem is we haven't quite figured out how on earth we can get across it yet. But a lovely afternoon walking along the water, and there's some really big fish in here. Some of them are kind of floating on the back, which isn't a good sign for all you fisher fellas out there, Ticky and the like. You'd tell me that that's not a good sign.
We've come into Reims Cathedral, and it's also called Notre Dame. And it is so cool in here the minute you open the door. It's just really nice and different. Well, we found some very interesting facts about Reims. So, patron saint of France is Joan of Arc, and Joan of Arc was just a peasant girl, and she rose because she believed that God had given her authority to help them with the French battle. She desperately wanted Charles VII to get into power. That's the word. Thank you, my love. Anyway. So she helped in the fight. She actually donned armour and helped in the fight. And in the end, at only 19 years old, she was killed for heresy. And they burned her at the stake. And the heresy was that she believed that you could get direct inspiration from God and speak direct to God without needing a priest. So that was it. She was burned. And she's remembered particularly here at Reims because this is where the coronation of Charles VII took place, and then the rule of the Catholic popery diminished. God, you step outside and the heat absolutely hits you. So it's now 5:30 and this is the outside of the cathedral. As well as Notre Dame and Joan of Arc, Reims is also the champagne capital of Europe. So it really would be rude not to. Cheers, Mr. A.
I used to see you like that.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
We're up bright and early because it's cooler. That's one thing. It's lovely and cool this morning. Second thing is...
Well, you hate these vlogs that say that.
Second thing is we're going into Reims City for the day. But before we do, I'm going to show you the park up, take Delilah for a walk. So we're actually on a stadium car park and it's tourist information. It's officiated this as a camper car stop. So there's nothing here except, and you don't know how important this is, shade. It is so, because if we go out for a couple of hours we need to know that the dog's safe. So it's a really shady space.
But we do have signs, and the signs actually say that you're not permitted to park when there's a football match on. And apparently tomorrow is a football match.
No, music festival.
Oh, sorry, it's a music festival.
It's a music festival.
We're getting it all ready.
And so this is the car park. The other bonus of this car park is that across the way is a massive park, and we'll take you and show you that. Right, come on. I wished I'd brought my phone out yesterday to film this, but it was on charge. We came here last night for a picnic, because the other thing with the van is if you start cooking in it, it holds the heat at night. So if we're somewhere we can get the oven outside, that's what we do. But if we can't, then we find a bit of green and we go for a picnic instead. And this place was absolutely buzzing last night. Over there was a skate park where you had a load of the teenagers, and really, really nice, enjoying themselves.
And if there's anyone who knows why the table tennis table should be bent like that,
oh, that's
we've been trying to figure out. It looks like a table tennis table with a little net thing over it, but it's actually arched.
It's like a bridge. So yeah, please put it in comments. We're desperate to know why on earth it looks like that.
Is this a different game? I don't know.
So as well as teenagers there last night, in front of them was a group of older people doing Tai Chi. Then down under the trees where we were sat, there was people reading, playing football. There was an exercise class going on there. There's also another skate area over here, and all the younger ones were on scooters.
And a large pond further down.
On the other side of the trees there's a huge pond you can go and walk round. There's excellent children's playground as well. So yeah.
And the music stadium. Can't really see it from here when we walked past it yesterday.
I think it's a sports hall, love. They all had mats with them, like gym mats. Anyway, whatever. Seeing going litter picking. So obviously some people have left rubbish after a picnic last night. He's a good man. Morning, Mr. A.
No need for dirtiness. Everywhere.
This is the park area. You've got loads of climbing things here. Nettings and bridges across. All in the shade, which is excellent. And then over here, we've got a massive park area. And instead of having asphalt, or whatever you call it, at the bottom to stop you falling, they've got sand, which is quite nice because the kids all bring buckets as well and use the sand to play in as well. This is the pond that we're going to have a quick walk round and a closer look at the park. And in the background is the stadium. Mr. A is leading the way this morning. There's a novelty. One thing we've noticed is that actually not many people have pop and stuff. They all have water bottles when they're doing sports and playing. And then all over the place they have these refillable things. This one's got a handle that you turn. And then the water comes out. Do you want a drink, Delilah? Oh, it's nice and cold. Her ladyship wants it out of Ian's hand. We're off on a little adventure.
Dun-dun-dun-dun. We're going to get a tour bus.
So definitely the easiest way of seeing a city is a tour bus. So for an hour and 26 venues, you can't jump on and off, you just sit on it. It's only cost us €13 each, so £10 for an hour's tour.
And the thing is that they're going to tell us what the name of the place is, so we won't keep guessing. Still don't know what it's called.
So clues, we're calling it Reims. We think it's Reims,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
I think Caroline wants to go on this tour bus because when you put the headphones on, she doesn't have to listen to me wailing for an hour.
Happy tours.